on my way to work. I'm actually late. Uh, I've been in the office for like, what, 5, going on 6 weeks now, and my body still hasn't adjusted, and I just feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to erase 5 years of being, of not having to go into an office. Like, it's hard to just suddenly snap back to this thing that I was used to so many years ago. It feels like a lifetime ago when office work was like a regular thing. But anyways, the topic that I have on my way to work, because my drive to work is probably between 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. So that's how long I'm going to have to talk about this topic. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. It was something that I was thinking about this morning because I was watching a podcast, or I don't know what you would call it, a vlog video about two people that had a public debate, I don't know what to call it, a confrontation, LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, when LeBron James confronted Stephen A. Smith at a basketball game to tell him, keep my son's name out your effing mouth. Yeah, that was a big thing that happened in the sports world, and it has been talked about. And the guest on the show that I was watching, which is Nightcap with Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp, they had Patrick Beverly on the show, and he was talking about Shannon Sharp being in an awkward position, being friends with LeBron James and being friends with Stephen A. Smith. And it made me think to myself, have I ever been in a position where I've had two friends that are beefing with each other? Like, we're all friends at one point, or maybe I'm friends with them, and my other friend is a mutual friend with them, and then all of a sudden they're coming to me to talk to me about the other one who I still talk to, or they're expecting me to choose a side. And when I was thinking about it to myself, I really have not been in that spot many times that I can think of, but I can think of being on the other side of it, where I have a friend that I have a falling out with, and my other mutual friend remains friends with them. And I'm not that hardline person. I've said this on my channel before. I'm not that hardline person that is like, if I don't mess with them, hi Melon, like if I don't mess with them, you can't mess with them. I have people like that in my life who it's like a hard no. If they say, let's say, what's going on with Joe, just using Joe as a random name, and Joe is our mutual friend, and I'm like, well, I stopped talking to Joe because Joe stole my car. And then they're like, oh, okay, so we ain't talking to Joe no more. But I have never actually, I don't think I have ever in my life asked somebody to not be friends with someone based on what they have done to me. I don't think I've ever asked somebody that. But it's kind of like a case-by-case basis, right? So if me and Joe's falling out, or if me and Joe don't talk anymore because our lives went a different direction, like at one time we were friends, and things just changed between us, and it wasn't like we kind of walk away amicably, you do your thing, I do my thing kind of thing, then I see no problem with my friend remaining a friend of that person. Whether I talk to them or not. You got your separate friendship with them. You got your friendship with me. The two things do not interfere with each other. If I'm like, Joe killed my cat, and then this person is like, oh, that's unfortunate, and then I find out that, yeah, in that case I'm questioning you as a friend. So that's kind of what I consider it as. Like, what is the reason that me and that person are no longer friends? And then also, no longer friends. When you get together with that person, or you talk to that person, are they asking you about me all the time? Are they trying to gather information? Are they talking down about me? Because again, I had somebody before who said they were being a friend to me. I had someone before who said they were being a friend to me because an ex-girlfriend of mine, right? At one time, we were all friends. And by all, I mean, she had a man at that time. The friend of mine had a man at the time. And then, I was with my girlfriend of the time, and we all four used to hang out. We all used to hang out and go out together. We used to go on double dates and all that stuff. We hung out individually as a group for a while. It was like a good little while. And then I found out homegirl was cheating a bunch. So obviously that effectively ended our relationship. And then from there, the one of the friends was still friends with that person. And I didn't like that. That would actually be somebody who I wish I could just be like, if you're friends with her, you're not friends with me. That's kind of where I was with that specific person because of our reasons for breaking up. But I am such a proponent of, I'm not gonna tell you, for the most part, don't be friends with this person or don't interact with this person, because I'm big on people choosing what they want to choose. I'll just pay attention. Okay, if you are hanging around them on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you're hanging around me Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and you know what they've done to me, then you probably aren't my friend. So, blah, 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 blah. You probably aren't my friend. So I remember the person, that alleged mutual friend, used to come to me and say, oh, such and such said this about you. I'm just letting you know because I'm your friend. We were hanging out at my house, and then your name came up, and then they said this and this about you, but I defended you. The other day when we were on the beach together, we were talking about things, and then some push came to shove, and then they were talking about you, and they said this and this and that, and I'm like, so every time y'all hang out, my name comes up. It's been months. It's been months since we were last together, and when I'm talking to you, her name never comes up because she's not relevant to my life anymore. So why is my name always coming up? So I actually said, if you could do me a favor, I know that you're friends with that person, right? I know that you're friends with that person, but if my name comes up, can you just say, that's my friend? I'm not entertaining that conversation, because that's my friend, and I'm not gonna talk down to or about my friend. And then I said, secondly, don't bring that topic of her. Basically, don't bring her up to me either, because I am uninterested in speaking about her, because this is not a relevant part of my life. And that effectively ended our friendship, because I realized that they were bringing her up because it was entertaining, and it was like, it was to get a rise out of me. So, like I said, I'm not a big, like, you can't talk to this person because they're my enemy. But I'm also going to be watching based on my reason for not talking to them. And if my reason is big enough, I feel like that's going to automatically make you not want to be their friend. I'll give you an example. I have a close best friend of mine from high school. And there was a mutual friend of ours. I can't remember which one of us met him first. I think I might have met first, but generally we kind of all met around the same time. And we were all part of the same group that hung out and stuff. So me and my friend met first, and then we kind of added him to our group. We were and we would all hang out, you know, we'd hang out quite a bit. And then I remember the friend that got added on, he was going through some different things in his life, and he used to lean on me a lot for those things. The last such thing, I remember he gave me a call. I don't remember what time of night it was, but I think that his car had got booted or towed. I think his car had got towed because he parked it in like a no-tow zone, and he went to some nightclub. And then he called me up like 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, bro, I need X amount of money because I'm in the middle of whatever town it was, and I have no way to get back home, and I need my car. I need to get to my job tomorrow morning. And I got myself up. This is back in the day. This is back in the day when I used to do things like this. I mean, you would now have to be like a super tight friend of mine for this to happen. But, you know, at that time, I was that kind of, you know, I'll do you a favor type of guy. And sorry about that. Yeah, so I got up, I drove over to where he was. I paid that place. I paid that tow yard, whatever you call those. I can't think of the name right now, but I paid for his car to get unbooted and taken out of there with the promise that he was going to pay me back. He was just like, thanks, bro, appreciate you. That was probably the last time that I saw him in person. He ducked me for the money, and then he kind of had the nerve to start complaining about me asking for the money. He was complaining, not to me, but he was complaining to my friend, my close friend, about that. And my friend asked me the situation, like, what happened? What are the elements here? And he was just like, yo, I'm not talking to this guy until he apologizes to you and gives you your money back. Because doing that to you is as bad as doing that to me. I feel that personally. And I'm kind of the same way. Like in that scenario, I'm the same way. I would expect, or I would feel slighted by somebody doing that, a mutual friend doing that to one of my friends, and then just thinking everything is going to be all cool after that. I always get these calls in times when I am not in a good space to answer them. I could have answered that call, but my issue is that I'm going to be at my office in the next 2 minutes. So I have to check the temperature of what needs to be done in the office before I get a chance to answer a phone call. That's what I love about working from home, because when I was working from home, the times that I was doing things, it was absolutely irrelevant. Didn't matter. That happened to a hood friend to also feel that way from that good friend. um, Hi, lovely the horse whisperer. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you draw hard lines when it comes to that? You can't, if you mess with this person, you're not my friend. Or have you ever been in the middle of two people that are beefing with each other, and each of them has an expectation like you can't mess with the other, otherwise you and I are not gonna mess with each other? Like, what are your feelings on that? And also, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so yet, and hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you.